I mean, it's 1 o'clock. You want to go ahead and hit our music?
Oh, yeah. I forgot how we start this thing.
You rap, right?
No.
That is not what AK was saying downstairs.
AK was saying I'm a rapper?
A candy rapper.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Definitely. What's up, everyone, on, I believe, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, maybe? Hopefully Twitch. One day Instagram will be on here. This is something new. This is Minibikin Ain't Eazy. This is a Go Power Sports podcast where we talk about mini bikes, go-karts, power sports, a little bit of everything racing that's in our blood. That's what we are talking about. This is different because this is live. Those who are not listening to this live, hey, catch us live next time so you can send Bernie comments and questions, and then he can then spit them out right to us. You should be sure to like and subscribe because we plan on doing this at least once or twice a month.
Yeah.
Maybe-ish. So that is our goal.
2+ times a month.
2+ times a month. So new format. This is the podcast, but in a live version and streaming in more places than usual. I got my main man Zane keeping us in the lane.
Hello, hello.
I got Bernie's on the 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Next time 4.
Next time 4. There's still not a Bernie cam. I'm sorry, everybody. Next time. And then all the way from Oklahoma, I've got my main man, Jack Ramsey.
What's up, everybody?
From Minibike Coalition. So
Yes, sir.
first off, what is a coalition?
Coalition, man. So I've been asked this question many times. You can break it down to the exact definition, but, the Minibike Coalition is anybody with a mini bike who gathers for the cause of riding together, having fun together, and supporting the cause. So it's just a group of people who come together as a group
Nice.
to make a movement.
If you were to call home, what part of Oklahoma is home?
Just east of Tulsa, in a little town. It's called Shoto, Oklahoma. It's an Amish town.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, they get to ride around on tractors, and I blow by on them on my mini bike.
Actual
Nice.
practicing Amishes, like...
Yeah, man, they're like Mennonite. They drive around Ferguson tractors, man. It's crazy, but they got some really good food.
And
Ever and Prior and Shoto.
Great furniture.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
Amazing furniture.
What is that culture allowed to have mini bikes?
So I've actually got one of the Amish guys to ride my mini bike, and he loved it.
And he wasn't banned from his community? or
No,
anything?
no,
Okay.
no.
He wasn't on Rumspringa or something. Like,
No, I don't think so. Most of them are just, they're really nice people. They're really hardworking, that's for sure. But man, I'll tell you what, they can cook. Like, their home cooking is just amazing. They got this little Dutch pantry in my town, and it is amazing.
So it's then open to the public, or you need to be invited?
No, you open the public, yeah.
Okay, and you walk in and pay monies and
Yep.
whatnot?
And it's a buffet
It's a buffet?
of Amish food. It's amazing.
Like Golden Corral type of buffet?
Like, it's a little bit smaller than Golden Corral, but more wholesome.
Okay, give me just a few dishes off of there.
Oh man, so they do like a turkey dinner, basic dressing and stuff like that. That's really good. Their chicken fried steak is really good. Oh yeah, they
What's
have
up?
multitude, fried chicken and stuff. It's country cooking, but really good. What you go there for is their pies.
Pies?
The pies, yeah, because
Like an apple pie?
Yeah, like
Or
they
like
have like
shepherd's pie?
they have like chocolate pie,
Shoe fly?
banana cream pie. Yeah.
they do shoe fly pie.
Uh,
I know. I know.
I don't know if they-
The Pennsylvania Dutch do that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't
so
know about the shoe fly, but
Okay.
I
I
never
remember
know what's a
that
joke with him.
Mission
Shoe fly,
accomplished.
pie, don't bother me. type of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got pie on a buffet, and it's homemade. So
Okay,
yeah, it's not good for mini bike racing, that's for sure.
for sure. So you come all the way down to hang out. So why? Okay, we're happy that you're here, and thank you for lunch.
Yes, sir.
Jack
Oh,
got us
yeah.
all pizza, and it is delicious, so I appreciate
And my
that.
buddy
Yeah.
Sean Coughlin, he helped us out with that too.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Sean. Shouts out to you.
Yeah.
So what brings you down to our neck of the woods?
Well, any excuse for us to come out and get some parts, but my buddy Sean, who pitched in with me on the pizza, he's been riding his BT 200X, and it's not that I don't like the bike, I don't like the bike. It's not my particular style.
Yeah.
He got to ride my Trailmaster a couple times, and he loved the full suspension. He was just like, one of these days I'm going to give me one. well, guess what? It's tax time. And he was like, we're
Yeah.
going to Go Power Sports. And I was like,
And they're even cheaper. They're like $100 cheaper than what they were from Christmas, which was already cheap.
right. So he came and picked up the brand new black one right off the floor. And he was just like, I want one brand new. Because I was
Nice.
like, I'm sure somebody's going to be selling one around here. He's like, nope, I want brand new off the floor. And I'm like, let's go. He's like, well, when you're ready. I'm like, let's go Tuesday. I don't know why we said Tuesday, but
Yeah, I'm glad you're here because we've been wanting to have you on the podcast for like
Since we started the podcast.
Since we started the podcast, you have been on the like sheet of like, yeah, these are the people who need to be on this. So I'm really glad you made it down, and I'm glad we were able to snag you on a Tuesday, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't mind, I want to get
Please.
into a little bit about like who is Jack Ramsey. Can we hear a little bit about who Jack Ramsey is, how he ended up on a mini bike, and like what's your story?
Oh man, that's actually a fun story. I'm just your regular guy. I build hot rods. I've been doing classic car restoration and rust repair and resto mods for better part of 10 years now. What came about with the mini bikes is one of my friends, Russell Broyle, who taught me a lot of the restoration world and getting into the car clubs and stuff like that. His son, Race Broyle, he was always doing these mini bikes and stuff. And so when my buddy moved out there, I was watching them constantly because he was, he's kind of a mentor to me. And watching them constantly, I'm seeing him on these mini bikes, him and his son riding on these mini bikes. And they come out to Albuquerque one time and they were hanging out with me, and he was like, I got this mini bike, it's pretty quick, and my son passes me, I don't like that. And so I want to make it faster. And so that's when I was just like, well, I know mini bikes, but what do you mean? And my buddy Ray starts breaking it down, and he's like, man, all these parts you can do. He's like, these guys are doing 100 miles an hour in California. He's like, and starts showing me videos of these ride outs, and I'm like, man, that looks fun, dude. So I ended up getting a Baja Warrior while I was out there, and kind of playing around with it. Just I figured out how to do a governor bypass on it and get it going a little bit faster. But I didn't really understand too much of the aspect of it. There was a kind of a downfall in my life. I was a bad alcoholic. I got sober, and just like anybody else who overcomes something in their life, usually you have something that takes you away from that, and it was mini bikes. Mini bikes did that for me. I turned everything to it, and it was like I now that I look at all my mini bikes, I was like, man, I drank a lot. But
How many days sober though?
I am. We'll see. Now I used to count day to day, and then we kind of broke off from that after my 2 year. I'm 872 days
Dang.
sober. Not a drop, man.
Good
Hey,
job,
man.
man. Congrats.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
like I'm glad you're doing better, man. I'm glad.
Yep.
Like I think I've met you. I the first time I met you, you had already been clean for a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah, me
So-
too, man. It was. I was going down a dark path for a while there, but which kind of brings me into how I started getting hard in the mini bikes, and then some people were wanting to have some ride outs, and we started with a small group out in Oklahoma City. Me and my buddy Freddie, and two other guys. My buddy Jacob came out there, and we rode around a little bit, and then now it's just blown up. The Oklahoma scene has just gotten so big. Between Tulsa and Oklahoma City, I mean, we have hundreds of riders.
Nice.
And we get together on big ride outs. We have good times. We had the Malachi Mini Bike Show back in February. A lot of participants in that show, and it was a lot of fun.
You guys were at Starboard too, right?
Yep. Yeah, that was the Starboard show there in
Oh,
February.
that is the Starboard.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So one of the things that we did for last year's Starboard show, and which actually got me involved with Go Power Sports as far as it did, but other than this excited kid waiting for that package. I mean, in my mind, excited kid. You know what I mean? Waiting for that Go Power Sports package to be there. You guys, I had kind of reached out and I said that I was building a bar stool cart, and in the midst of that, Evan was with you guys at the time. He had reached out to me and he was just like, man, I want to help you. We want to help you out with that.
Nice.
So what the thing is we call it the get out of the bar stool card. And it's exactly that. We're using something. In the midst of my sobriety, I turned my life to God, and so one of the things that you say about the cross is something that was evil meant for evil, and we turned it to good.
Yeah.
And so I took the bar stool that was meant for evil for everybody that sits on that bar stool, night after night, just wasting their money, wasting their life, and wanting to get sober. You get on that bar stool and get out of the bar. Nice. And so we did the cart. It actually started raising a lot of awareness, and then we did this 360 program at our church, and it started recovery for people in our Mays County of Oklahoma, and then some of these guys seeing me coming by the going to the 360 meetings and doing stuff with my church were looking at the mini bikes, and they were like, man, that's really cool. What can we get into? And some of these guys, they can't get their license. They've had it revoked for, whatever reason. And so they use it as a way to get around town. And they started seeing that. And so I was like, this is a good idea. I was like, I'm going to try to push this to the guys as get out and finding yourself a hobby to keep yourself sober, keep your mind clear. And just, kind of give you something to keep yourself busy on the side, when we would normally turn to the bottle or something like that. So, I mean, it's been big, and it's growing. It's growing at a very fast rate, that faster than I thought it would whenever I started kind of pushing this out there towards everybody. And that's one of the things that we always push in any of our events. And, Malachi's mini bike show. Malachi was my son that passed away. He died of carbon monoxide poisoning last year.
Oh,
and,
I'm sorry, brother.
I'm sorry.
It's a tough one. Anyway,
well, let me give you a second just to gather your thoughts. I just wanted to support you. I want to just lift you up and say, good job. You're doing a great job. It's amazing that you can just find a passion and then use that passion into basically an entry into someone's life so you can then make a difference. You have a unique history so that you can then relate to those around you who need people like you as a mentor in their life to pull them out. So it's not by accident that you've gone through any of this, and I applaud you for just being bold enough to go ahead and just put yourself out there and just grab the next man next to you and just pull them up.
Yep.
And it's amazing that you can use mini bikes to do it. The bar stool, that's amazing. And it's just something so that anyone can get into. Mini bikes are cheap. It's just a hobby, but it's awesome that you're able to use that for something even deeper.
Yep.
So thank you for sharing. That is awesome. I'm so sorry about your son as well. That is deep. I can't even imagine.
It was tough.
But part of your journey, and I know that that's a tough journey. I'm so sorry, Jack.
Yeah, it is tough. But so one of the things that he passed from carbon monoxide poisoning, and what we do to promote and what we're promoting in our show is carbon monoxide awareness. It wasn't his particular instance, but being inside of a garage or something like that in your shop, working on your bike, letting it run, you run the risk of getting carbon monoxide poisoning. And so that one of the things that we try to tell people is make sure you have, a meter in your shop wherever you're working, so that you have that warning whenever the levels start to get too high, because it can drop you in a second. You don't know what can happen. And so that's what I really want people to kind of pay attention to, that because it's something that's just overlooked. Some of the safety in mini bikes is overlooked anyway. But being in a closed environment during the summertime when you're running your AC, or during the wintertime when you're running your heaters and stuff, just be aware of that stuff, because I know a lot of us are out in the shop working on our stuff constantly. So,
yeah, man, I appreciate you taking a tragedy and turning it into something to protect other people, and I do think that it's amazing that you're a community builder, and I'm sorry, you've gone through something that is it's a nightmare, but just seeing the footage you were showing me earlier, and I was seeing there's hundreds of people on this ride out and stuff, and it's you've created a community, and you found a way to there's a Korean saying. It's one of those the light is always darkest before the dawn type things. There's a Korean saying, it's a "Gosen guche naki onda," and it's after the pain comes the blessing, basically.
Yes,
and
sir.
I think that you're a living testament to that, man. You're someone you're very blessed despite having had struggles, and maybe it makes it easier for you to actually relate to other people too, because people can look at you. I mean, you're a human man, but you're a good example of what people can do with themselves.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, anybody has a turnaround point. Everybody's got a turnaround point. So, I mean, anytime you think that you're just going through it and there's no end to it, I promise there's an end to it. You just got to dig yourself out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You dug the hole down, you can dig yourself back out, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what a great connect to have. First time, when you called Go Power Sports, you talked to Evan, who also, shouts out to Evan, went sober and is doing great things as well.
Yep.
So
Yes, he is, man. Yep, I love that guy. He's still a good friend of mine. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
He's been trying to get me get a Grom. I'm just not. I'm not into the Groms, man. Sorry, Evan. I love you, buddy, but
Rick says, "Great job, brother." Nubs with Guns also says, "Look at you now." Goldsmith says, "Amen." Everybody's out here supporting you. So.
right on, guys. Thank you.
You're a slice of sunshine, man. Every time you come out to an event, you're just like a positive influence whenever we're out. I can't help but smile whenever you're in the shop. So.
Man, it's I love being here, and that's one of the reasons why I like coming here so much. I mean, it's not just because we get to go and mini bike shop parts and stuff like that. I mean, that's always a bonus. But
yeah.
I mean, the environment here and the way everybody is here, man, it's an uplifting environment. It's a very positive environment. And I just always have a good time coming here and hanging out with you guys, man. It feels good, you know what I mean? To have that, it's more than, you guys do so much more for the community, and that's one thing that I've dove into with trying to get into the community and help out with all the money that was raised during the giveaway bikes and stuff, or the raffle bikes. You know what I mean? Just seeing the different stuff you guys do with the team life is that's really when I really started seeing that, I was just I was taken back, and then to find out how much money you guys raised to help, and I was just that is amazing, dude.
Yeah, shouts out to everyone who bought a raffle ticket.
Yeah.
Shouts out to all those people who have beautiful bikes right now too.
Right.
Those 10
One of those
people.
was supposed to be mine. Yeah. So
I had a question about your ride outs. So do you guys do more ride outs or more racing? A little bit of both?
a little bit of both. So
Okay.
we try not to let the racing pour over into the street, if you will, because we'll get a good group together, and all we do is we just cruise around, and we hit our main boys. We'll go up to the OSU Tower, and you can see all of downtown Tulsa and stuff like that, and it's cool. A place for people to take pictures and stuff, and the movie The Outsiders was filmed there, so we'll go to the Outsiders house and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool spots to cruise around. We have the Tulsa Dragway. Although I've been out there a couple times with my bikes, the people who said that they were going to come didn't.
Oh,
you know who you are.
Just got
called out. And we'll talk later.
Yeah, Bobby. No, it's good. No.
Ooh, Bobby. Bobby's supposed to build another drag bike, but he sponsors me too. So
Yeah, I'm just joking.
I can't beat him up on the track. Though. He weighs a little less than me. So, and he's fast, man. I mean, GPS 180, that guy's just out of there.
Wait, he second 2 times in a row.
2 times in a row, yeah.
Good for him.
So I told him, I was like, I'm going to push you over the
He's gonna have to get dirty. Yeah. So we need guidance on how to get a ride out started.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
So check this out.
101.
What I do, what we started doing in the beginning is we made an event online, and we told everybody to meet us at this park, and everybody would meet at the park, and we would be like, kickstands up at 12, and 12:45, everybody's like, let's go. There's one more guy on the way, one more guy on the way. And we're always waiting for that one more guy, but I mean, you'll get, anywhere between 40 to 80 people together just on a Wednesday
Nice.
to go mini mob around town or something like that. So what I've been doing lately is I'll get one of our cool epic pictures out during the ride out. Usually one with all of us in the group, so everybody gets the group effect. Like, oh yeah, that looks fun. Like how I felt whenever I first saw it. You know, like that looks like a lot of fun to ride with everybody. And you'll just put your letters in there. Hey Tulsa, we're gonna meet up at the Home Depot in town at 5:00 and cruise around town and you just hang out in the parking lot and people just flock in from all over. And we don't, there's some places that everybody's like mini bikes only. And I get that, you know what I mean? Some people aren't comfortable with the guys who ride Groms or dirt bikes and stuff like that because they do wheelies and they're stunt riding around. And I don't mind because, I mean, it looks cool, especially on video, you know what I mean? You can't.
Like a Rough Riders music
right,
video.
Right, that's why I feel like DMX's little buddy just follows around and films. It's pretty cool. So I don't have a problem with anybody. We're open to all bikes. We'll ride out with Harleys. And a lot of these guys call me the Grom killer in Tulsa.
Nice.
Because most Groms can't keep up with my mini bikes. So. With me on them, and that's where they're like, "Whoa, dude! Like, what do you got done?" I'm like, "This and that. Don't worry about it." Like,
So you're not writing a letter to the mayor asking for permission. You're just
no.
up and going.
So yeah, we in Tulsa, as long as you're obeying the law, you're not, obviously we're not doing wheelies through traffic and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We have what we call stunt road. Or we call a lot day. We'll go to the lot, and it's just a big parking lot. We call it the traffic circle parking lot, and everybody will meet up there and just kind of play around in the parking lot. We will do it when the business is, like, they don't mind us using it as long as we don't mess with any employees or get close to the building and stuff like that. And it's a huge parking lot. Or we have a stunt road, and it's this backcountry road, and we ride up and down the stunt road doing stunts and stuff like that. And every once in a while, some of us will line up and do a little street racing.
And have cops ever stopped y'all?
Yes. We have had many cops have stopped us. One cop pulled me over and he was like, "You guys are riding wheelies to town?" And I'm like, "I wasn't riding wheelies to town."
I can't ride a wheel.
And he was just like, "You can't have this on the road." And I'm like, "Well," and I showed him the city ordinances and stuff like that. And then, so I got let go, and then he took off after the guys that were riding wheelies.
I love the videos you post with the cops in the video of you guys just rolling past.
Right. So, yeah, that was the other day. We decided to roll through town, and they were just doing Rock the Block in Tulsa. And so we decided to go. We're like, "Oh, we'll roll by the OSU Tower. We're going to roll through downtown. We're going to go to this gas station, go down
What is
Riverside."
Rock the Block?
It's a big concert that they hold on the streets.
Oh, that's super
And
cool.
it's they block off like a whole section next to the BOK Center, and BOK Center is like, it's a huge venue that we have there.
Like Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift?
Like, yeah, there's definitely some Tay-Tay going on.
Is there really?
Yeah, dude, it's Tulsa, man.
Jason's on his way.
All right, here we go.
One of the big ones that we do out in our town is called Rocklahoma, and that's a 3-day event, and that's wild. But so we're riding through town. We roll in, and then we're on, it's the main street, and you roll through the underpass, or go under the underpass, under the highway, and we pop out on the end, and there's like cops blocking the street, except for the one lane that we're all going down. You can't go down any other. So we're like, oh well,
Here we go.
here we go.
Yeah.
So we're riding through it, and every one of those cops is just looking at us, and I'm cruising, I'm going slow, I'm just recording. My buddy AK was filming with another camera behind us, and one of the guys had popped a wheelie, and one of the cops hit his siren, and everybody's like, "Oh, did you guys get pulled over?" I'm like, "No, he was just trying to make him knock him off his wheelie and scare him." But we rolled past like 15, 16 cops, and they just stare at us like, we're just waiting for probably one of us to do something crazy. But we don't really ride like those other guys where they just, they come through town and then just drop a gear and disappear. You know what I mean? I can't drop a gear on a mini bike, but
Just trying to cruise
right,
around.
just cruising through. So they don't really bother us. Most of the time they'll wave at us or something. They don't really bother us there. Oklahoma City, they actually have an ordinance against the mini bikes or any. They're real tough on the stuff that goes on there. So I haven't really been riding around in OKC for that reason.
Yeah.
Because I like my mini bike. I don't want it to get impounded.
So if someone, okay, so now let's give a plug. If someone wanted to find out where they could come ride out with Jack Ramsey, Mini Bike Coalition, they're going to...
You're going to go hop on our, you can look on our Facebook, our Instagram.
TikTok?
Yeah, we have a TikTok when it wants to work.
Okay.
Yeah, being out in the country, I don't know what it is. It's like sometimes I can load a video on there, sometimes I can't. I don't know. I barely TikTok. But Facebook and Instagram for sure. You'll look up on the Mini Bike Coalition. You can look up our page, the Mini Bike Coalition, or Oklahoma Mini Bikes and Go-Karts. We're always posting flyers, or you can follow my page as well. I also post flyers or invite videos on our YouTube channel as well, Mini Bike Coalition.
Nice. How often do you drop content on YouTube?
On YouTube,
You've been doing a lot more editing lately.
So that was my main thing was getting into editing and learning the editing, you know, and I know I've burnt Bernie up too. Bernie, how do I do this? You know, he's like, you'll get it, man, you'll get it, and I'm like, he just gives me a pat on the back. He's like, just keep playing with it. I'm like, okay. So that's why I ended up with the 360 camera. I found a feature, so before it was, I could select like a rider, and then the camera will focus on them no matter where they go. But I was sitting in my room or in my office, and I'm sitting in my swivel chair, and there was this action where I could like pick the camera up, and as I'm watching the video, it'll record whichever way I'm pointing, and so I can just sit there and I'm just like spinning around in the office. It was a whole lot of fun. But I'm getting better at the editing through the program, and my dad's actually got a really nice computer. So I've been going over to him and asking him to use his computer so I can start trying to learn the new DaVinci. And it's not new. It's new to me, but DaVinci Resolve. So I'm learning some more of the editing as far as that goes. But the Insta360 app actually has a lot of features on it and a lot of different stuff that you can do with it. And I personally, with the camera, when you're holding the camera, you're right there with the camera, it picks up good audio.
Yeah. No,
we
definitely like it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to drop content at least, once a week or so of just something new that we're doing. At least once a month with a good video of, like maybe an event that we're doing. I'm trying to get more into I forget to film some of the builds. I have a lot of people that come to me and they're like, man, I want a custom mini bike and this and that. And I'll order a bunch of parts and I get excited because I get to build the bike. That's the fun part. I'll build the bike and I'm like, man, I should have recorded that.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, tear it apart. So that actually happened with the drift quad.
Oh, yeah.
I was so excited. I got all the parts. I was so excited. I remember I took some pictures of everything, and then I tore everything open, and I put it all together, and I was like, oh, I was supposed to record it, and so we took it back apart.
Oh, man.
Well, it was a dry fitting. It was a dry fitting.
Right. We were just making sure everything fit. But, yeah.
So do you want to plug, do you have any upcoming rides that you know about now?
Actually, tomorrow we're going to be riding. We have a couple out of town guests that are coming. One guy is coming from Arkansas. We meet up at 5:00. We're going to be, I want to say we were at 41st and Sheridan at the Home Depot parking lot right by the Cycle Gear.
Okay.
And we meet up at 5:00, and we just ride around town. We have, there's somebody who's putting on a big street ride, and it's open to everything.
Okay.
Cars, trucks, bikes, four-wheelers, mini bikes, whatever, man. Side by sides. There's he's got a bunch of street legal golf carts that he's renting out for this event, and that's supposed to be April 20th. So you'll have to watch. As soon as I see something, I'm gonna post it right away. As soon as I know the location. But it's a big street takeover, and everybody's it's gonna be a parade through town.
Is that Oklahoma City?
Oh, and Tulsa.
Or Tulsa, okay.
Tulsa, yep.
Dope. Okay.
Yep, April 20th. So y'all be watching my page for that. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Yeah.
That way you know when it's going down. So
great way to celebrate Earth Day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then next week you're then with us at the Texas Motor Speedway for the paid swap
meet. Yes. So
what date is that again?
April 25th through the 27th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can, I think it's actually, 10 to 5 every single day?
Something like that, yeah.
But if you show up at 5 and you have a mini bike, we usually go cruise
mob
around.
around,
Yeah,
yeah.
we like
Wrap
to
it up.
Yeah, we like to mob around the Texas Motor Speedway parking lot, see what kind of goodies are out there, and we typically end the night with good old fashioned go kart racing.
Oh, that's right.
Last year we polished off their car. Not last year. The year. Last year we polished off their carts.
Yeah.
They were broken after we.
Because we were hitting the track.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting multiple laps in, or getting multiple round races in, and
Yeah.
And some of you guys were you were hitting it hard.
Yeah. We were going to. I actually spun out and slapped the wall. Yeah. I'm glad nobody got that on camera. But Mason was pretty quick that day too. I remember he was getting around the track, but.
But so you guys are showing up. Are you bringing in a group of people down for that?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually bringing a couple friends of mine. One of my buddy Roberts, I told him about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to go to that." And I told him what we do. I'm like, "Well, we try to find some old mini bike frames and stuff like that, and clean them up, and you bring them out there to sell and stuff like that." And then he took this to heart. This man has been on a mad dash and just collecting as many projects as he can to bring up to
really? Nice.
Just to sell and hang out. And,
Okay.
And enjoy. I'm pretty sure as soon as he sells them, he's going to come right next door
And buy more.
and buy some newer, updated stuff. Yeah.
An absolute mad lad.
Do you have an eye out for anything at Pate?
Man, Pate, well, because I do a lot of automotive and restoration and hot rods and stuff, so Pate Swap Meet's got a lot of hot rods. They sell a whole bunch of old vintage stuff. So I'm always looking for different stuff for, I have a rat rod. It's a 1950 Ford shoebox. Johnny Depp drove it in Crybaby. That was the car he drove.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. I love that car. So I'm always looking for, cool new stuff to add to it or any of my other cars. So I'm really big into like Petroliana signs, some signage.
Oh, yeah.
Love that stuff. It's always out of my price range.
Oh, yeah.
Love to look at
We
it.
found that
done
out
that.
firsthand.
Yeah.
I've been laughed at by pulling out $11 and like, I'm at 11,000. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, man, that was
Cool. Yeah.
cool stop sign, buddy. I'll see you later. Yeah. So, any the Petroliana is like my big thing, but
He
I
kept
mean,
calling
you
you
never know
Hollywood.
what you're gonna come across at these swap meets. Sometimes you can pull, a gym. Somebody's got, a Bonanza in the back. It's all rusty and rough looking, and you pick that thing up from $20 from them, and then turn it into this $800 restored mini bike. What I mean?
And I feel like this year, the rest of us have a chance because I don't think Harley is taking on many more projects, right?
Okay.
Because has Harley been kind of cutting back on projects lately?
I
Actually,
think
to
you're
back
calling
it up a
out.
bit, Harley commented and said, "Where's that?
He said, "I'm going to buy
Can
all."
someone sweep all the categories at the Polestar picnic asking for a friend?" So he's probably looking for more projects at this point.
Dang, Harley.
Right.
But yeah, you got to get there before Harley Wrangle, and then you can pick up some pretty good options there.
Right. But Harley, I'm going to be bringing a bunch, so come see me, bud.
Yeah, we can help him fully take over.
Right.
Do you have any projects you're working on for Polestar?
I do. I have a Rascal GT I'm working on. It's got some really cool features that's going to go back to some old school days of drag racing. I'm going to pretty much leave it at that for there because this is, I'm going to do a video on it and it's going to be really awesome. And, it's like, a hint would be drag week or sick week of drag racing.
Nice.
And if you guys know how that's done and the traditional way, that's what we're looking for Polestar Picnic. Yeah.
The traditional Amish way of doing
Yeah.
drag racing.
The Amish way.
Sorry, buggies. My bad.
Buggies, yeah. So the Amish, yeah. Well, that's funny. Whenever I'm riding to church, I always ride my mini bike to church. Whenever it's
Yeah.
nice, at least. They have on Sundays. There's no tractors. It's horse and buggy.
Yeah.
And so I'll be riding down the back road, and there's this one Amish guy, and he always waves. He's got a big old smile on his face. But his wife, she just does not like it. She is not having it. She doesn't think it's as cool as he does.
Yeah. Well, I get maybe she's worried that he's going to be tempted to ride a mini bike to the
Right.
Mennonite temple or something.
That heathen on a mini bike.
Yeah, abandoning. If God wanted us to ride mini bikes, He wouldn't have given us horses and carriages.
Right, but they use Ferguson tractors, so why not a Mega Moto
Yeah,
212?
you might as well.
Right, I mean,
Yeah,
you got to get out in the field or go, take a part to Jebediah, dude. Hop on the Mini, you know what I'm saying?
With this Rascal GT drag bike, are you then racing it the next day at the GPS 660?
Yes.
Awesome.
So are you racing, or are you going to have a jockey?
I am going to race that bike.
Yes.
I am going to race that bike. Yep. I'm going to give it all that she's got. And hopefully I'm going to do a lot of jumping jacks. So y'all watch out because I'm on a diet right now.
Yeah.
After that pizza, I'm going on a diet right now.
It was a pre-workout.
Right. It was. That's what it was.
Do you happen to know what class you may be on?
I'm going to be modified. I'll be racing modified. We're going to have a bike there for stock. And then I have another bike there for outlaw. And the outlaw bike I have a jockey for because, I've been watching what these other guys are building. And, we're going to give it the old college try.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, it's a fast bike. It's, I got a built 460. My buddy, Mike Cordell, he's the one who originally built the bike, and then me and him collaborated. I have the bike now, and we're taking it to the next level. But yeah, my buddy Mike Cordell, he's the one who helped me out with that bike, man.
Nice.
And
So
we're gonna do it diligence, and the only way to do that is put somebody who weighs 100 pounds on it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes, man. I'm really excited for that whole weekend. I think that's
It's
going to
be
super
a
cool.
blast. I'm super stoked. I'm gonna get here early again, of course, and panic and try to buy parts last minute and throw it together in the hotel room.
Nice.
What's early? Like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday,
I'm thinking like Wednesday.
Wednesday-ish? Do you think you would then go out to the track Thursday night to get a pass in or something?
I planned on doing exactly that, was to come for test and tune.
We definitely recommend it to everyone.
Yep.
Good idea.
I didn't want to say nothing, so now everybody's going to show up.
Are you worried about dirtying up your bike before pull start, or is pull start more of like the secondary?
Pull start's more of the secondary. I can pull out a cloth and dust it off. It's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
He was riding in the mud last pull start.
I do remember you were hitting the puddles.
Well, everybody had off-road bikes, and I was like, so that's funny. There was an off-road class, and I was like, everybody's gonna have their bikes all cleaned up, and I just went running through the trails, and it was muddy. And I was like, everybody's off-road bikes are gonna be nice and clean. I was like, I'm gonna leave mine covered in mud, baby.
I remember this. And then
So we loaded everything up on the trailer. We go to leave that morning, and it was just torrential downpour. And it cleaned everything off. Like, my bike was spotless when I got here. I was like...
showed up with a freshly cleaned bike.
So I go and park after unloading everything. We go in the back, and I see there's a mud puddle, and I tell Bernie, I'm like, this here bike is too clean. So we're gonna put some mud on it. And I thought, I was just like, oh, it's going to be, epic splash of mud. And it was just like, it barely squirted a little water.
Your feet got really wet, though.
Yes, they did. Yeah. I did. I was walking around in my socks for a while trying to dry those
Got
off.
wet words.
I think I did a round. I was about to do a round of go-kart racing, and he was like, bro.
Nubs with Gun goes, that's who he is. The guy that was mad that it rained the dirt off his bike.
Yes.
Like, people recognize you from the video.
Yeah.
Yep. That was me. Well, it had to be different. You know what I mean? My off-road bikes are gnarly. I mean, they're built for racing. They've got character, if you will, on them.
Now, speaking about off-roading stuff, you were talking about how you guys do your ride-outs and stuff in the city, but you guys have also been going and doing like trail riding, right?
Yes, we do trail riding. We do one. We have off-road parks all around us. Being out, Oklahoma is. I mean, it's a sportsman's paradise, dude. They say Louisiana is. I'm more of an Oklahoma guy. But so we go do these trail rides, and we'll have a barbecue, and somebody will drag a pit out, and everybody will bring a little something, and we just ride around all day. We're actually doing one on April 5th through the 7th. My buddy Thomas Wren, I don't know if you guys remember him.
Yeah.
He won Hardtail.
He had the highlighter sweater.
Yep. Yeah. You'll always see Thomas in high vis. Good guy, Buffalo builds, man. You guys got to check him out. But he's putting on an event called Mini Madness, and that's April 5th through the 7th, and that's at Lake Draper.
Okay.
And it's an off-road park there. It's $10 to get in for a permit, and then I don't know, it's like $15 for a campsite. But we're gonna be there all weekend, camping, mini biking, hitting the trails. It's a lot of fun. You guys come and check that out. It's gonna be a blast. Last year Thomas did this, and we had so much fun. He's gonna have some raffles and some giveaways and stuff like that too. So
Oh, dope.
Nice.
Okay.
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
will be there. Mini Bike Coalition. We're coming out with all of our off-road bikes. So it's gonna be
Nice.
it's
So is
gonna
it
be
just a
lot of
week?
fun.
Is it kind of like mini mayhem, where it's just like
Just a
weekend of just rocking
So
out?
there's if you look up the Lake Draper Trails, it's Cross Timbers Off-Road Park. You will see the map of their trails, and they have different difficulties of trails and stuff like that. But I mean, we hit this one loop. It's like 7 miles,
Nice.
and it's pretty gnarly trail. through there.
Okay.
So, my buddy AK, we got out to the beginning of like the green trail, and he lost the rear tire on the bike. It had popped. And he was like, it was getting low, and I'm like, oh, we'll ride it back and go get some air in it. And we went to start the bike up. It flopped right off the rim, and he ended up pushing that bike back like 2 miles in 101 degrees. Yeah, he was like, I'm not doing that again. So this year we're bringing a couple spare tires, an air pump.
Yeah.
We're bringing a few extra things that we didn't have available for us last year, but
Nice.
You learn and you move on. You know.
yeah, oh yeah.
So I'm curious. So what then are your daily drivers, or what mini bikes do you drive the most?
Well, my Rascal, right? So
Okay.
my Rascal, I love that thing. I've put a lot of time and effort and my own touches to it. You know what I mean? I'm coming up close to 6,000 miles on that bike.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah, I ride the heck out of my stuff, man. The Megamoto 212 is the close second, but I can't say it's my favorite bike because it's my wife's bike. She's the one. She saw the electric start. She was like, mine, right away. Although I ride it more than she does.
Oh, okay.
Right. I was just like,
She
honey,
lets you borrow it.
right, honey, I'm going to take your bike out. So the Rascal. Now, when it comes to the trails, like whenever I'm going to get out with the boys and show them what the mini bikes can do. I pull out that Trailmaster. I have that Trailmaster with the 225 Tilson on it, man.
Yeah.
Paul Crafton built the motor, and oh my gosh.
Nice.
I mean, I'm a big guy. I hammer down, that wheel comes up. I mean,
That's what's up.
it's a gnarly bike, man. It could use a few other little things, you know what I mean? I want to go get the billet wheels and do the 10-inch billet wheels and stuff like that. And we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah.
But we put a big 1.79 gallon tank on the back, so when we're doing these endurance races or long trail rides, I don't have to fill up as often as everybody, which is pretty nice.
Nice.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this is what you raced in the GPS 180?
Yep.
Okay. Same bike going to be in the next GPS 180?
Oh yeah, that one and another. We have another bike, and that one's our secret weapon. It's coming out.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Daddy like.
Yeah, I took my wife's 212 with me to the GPS 180, and as I was walking, some of my other riders through the course, especially because we're like, oh hey, you guys added more to it, so I'm like, yeah, we need to go check this out. As I was riding through there, I took that Megamoto with the rear swing arm through there, and holy man, that thing is just a slayer.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're bringing a Megamoto
Okay.
212 next year.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. Of our own creation. So just wait. We took 7th 2 years ago in full suspension. We took 6th in full suspension last year. This year we're coming for 5th or better. I mean,
That's what's up.
I'm coming for 3rd or better. Watch out, Mason.
If you were to surmise, how many mini bike frames would you have? So not so much something ride and
27.
27. Wow.
I have 27 frames right now that are mine, and not all of them are here. I have them spread out. I have some out in Albuquerque whenever I'm out there riding. A lot of them here, and I have another one that's over at another buddy's house in Texas. Here in Texas, it's over at his house in Austin. We were supposed to go ride out last time and get it from him, but
Yeah.
that didn't happen.
Maybe, I think if you get 25 more, you could have one for each week.
Well, and I'm working on it.
Okay.
Diligently. I did not include the mini bikes that we've been collecting that we're going to sell.
Oh, okay.
The
Gotcha.
27 are mine that everybody's like, oh, which one do you got for sale? And I'm like, none.
Oh, those are
None.
none.
Yeah, those are part of the personal coalition collection.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Sam's nephew says, "Addictive is the word for mini biking. I don't consider it difficult, but excessively entertaining." So
Yes,
true.
definitely. Excessively entertaining, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is a common theme. No one just has one bike. I mean, you do at first have just one bike,
Right.
but it seems to just grow because you need one for every situation.
I was gonna say
Exactly.
I hardly ever ride, and I have 3 bikes.
yeah, same, same. I have like 3 or 4.
Yeah. They just they're like rabbits, man.
And
They
that's
just start.
That's exactly it. I have a bike for pretty much every application. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
have Bobby Hammond with Metal Fab Creations. He builds a bunch of cool frames, and I have I started my collection with him a long time ago. You'd think I almost have an obsession with him. But
And I do have pictures of him all over the wall, but that's a separate story.
Right. Yeah, we won't talk about that. He has pictures of me too, Bobby.
Yeah, shout out to Bobby.
Yeah, I just posted pictures all over his shop and like plastered them. So he's like, I don't know how to take them off. But I go down there and help him, and we work together a lot. But the drag frame that my bike, my Big Bertha, my drag bike, was built from, and like Cole Weaver's bike, the drag frame that you get from Bobby, I have the prototype that he started, the first one that he made to mimic, and it's a little bit smaller, but it's just chopper build. And ever since I got it, everybody who owned it previously is like, "Oh, sell it to me." I'm like, "No, it's not for sale. It's not for sale." I have 5 of Bobby Hammond's frames now. We have the drift quad. Me and him, we built the bar stool.
Yeah.
The bar stool, he actually crafted out of his brain in one night for the most part.
Really?
Yeah, I brought this rusty old bar stool. I was like, we're gonna revamp it, man, and he cut the seat off of it, and he was like, the rest of this is junk. We're gonna start over. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. I love the wheel on that one too. That's like the chain, right?
The steering wheel, yeah. Rick Watson made that for me. So I told him that I wanted to do a lowrider style steering wheel, and he was like, "What do you?" I was like the little chain link steering wheel. And so I sent him kind of an image of a lowrider steering wheel, and he's like,
Okay.
"Okay." So I was thinking that he was gonna find like a lowrider steering wheel, and so no, that man welded it up, and it's still on there. Rick, thank you much, buddy.
Shouts out to Busted.
Busted Knuckles, man. Yeah.
That is one I am really excited for all of the events we have coming up, because I really like getting to catch up with everyone. We really don't
Right.
get to see everyone that often, and unless we they sneak out and come out down on a Tuesday
Right.
or something.
I call it sick.
Well, the
Can't
only
make it in,
cure was
boss.
more mini bikes, so you had to come out here.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, me being I'm my own boss. I work for myself, so
Yeah.
I told myself, "Psh, beat it, I'm out." It's beneficial to me. Plus, I get to come out here and get stuff for myself too.
Yeah.
Which today was good. I was able to get some personal stuff, and it made me feel very wholesome, knowing that I'm going to get to go back home and make some more content for you guys to check
There
out.
you go.
If you remember to record,
No, I'm gonna remember to record this time, because like I'm carrying the cameras around with me like my blankie, if you will. You know what I mean? It's so I went and got one of those. Like after you told me, Bernie, that you were like, just I keep that protective case on it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I keep a cloth, little microfiber cloth to clean it off with. It sits in a little tied off glasses pouch. I mean, it's
Nice.
babied.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's babied.
I do
But
this at the past 180. I remember you were like literally setting the camera up on the berm to catch the start. That was, and you were like, it gets broken, it gets broken. Like,
oh no, yeah. So no, I held on to the camera that Bernie, because I'm like, Bernie gave this to me, and I cherish it. I was like, the phone.
Yeah.
I could
that
buy
was
a
the
new
phone. That was the phone.
I drove past. I was like, "That's gonna get hit."
And I was like, meh, it's a Walmart phone. I'll buy another one. Yeah. But no, it actually between my phone and the Go 2, Insta360 Go 2, we actually got a really good video from the start that Bernie ended up using. That starting line
Oh.
shot that
Nice.
in the beginning where you just see everybody just ripping past and stuff like that. That was That was that 360 footage, and they get such good footage, man. I love that camera, man.
No, it's a very cool little camera.
Easy to lose, but
I haven't lost it yet.
I mean, yeah,
I keep a close eye on that thing, man. It's obsessive.
So your buddy just picked up a brand new Trailmaster Hurricane.
Yep.
Did he pick up any goodie parts with it?
Oh yeah. I told him right away. We went over. He's like, well, what kind of exhaust do you think I should run? And I'm like, there's only one to get. And I went and plucked off the chrome super pipe. I'm like, that's the only one to get, And let me see what else. I think he got. He's going to change up the gearing. I know he wanted to get the 225 long block and build from there, but our aspirations for things sometimes, and then the reality of our bank accounts. Said it. So he actually has a modified Ghost motor that he built, and then he's going to swap it out with, and then he has this other little indie style go-kart that he's going to put that 196 on. So that'll be really cool for the kids to play with.
Hey, that would definitely work out. Yeah, if he gets a super pipe, the rest of the stage 1 kit.
Yep.
I mean, if he goes with a bigger rear sprocket, he'll need more chain, so 5 foot of chain.
Yep.
Man, going with those nitrogen shocks is
I tried to pitch him on the nitrogen shocks. I told him he needed to get the nitrogen shocks.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you got the chrome pipe, now you need the chrome shocks. Come on.
Yeah. The front suspension, I know that's a splurge, but that front suspension is money.
It is. I'm going to splurge for that one of these 5 days. I actually think I need to, because during the last lap, Tristan crashed the Trailmaster.
Oh.
And then one of the forks has a little slight arch to it. So I'm like, do I just replace it, or do I go premium?
Yeah. I would say go premium.
Premium.
And then I would definitely do the bolt-on tank with the bolt-on kit.
Yep.
I mean, just being able to add almost 2 gallons to that ride is pretty
Amazing.
nice.
Yes.
Especially if you're doing 180 racing.
Yeah, we have one of the tanks that's going on one of the Trailmasters that we have. We have 2 of them. One of ours is an older model Trailmaster that, with the help of Go Power Sports, we have brought 2. It's a Hurricane 200. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's got all the same features, front and rear disc brakes, and it's just a really good bike. We got the nitro shocks on it, and I mean, we sent that thing off some hills. I thought we for sure blew out the shocks on it at one point. And no, they're still good.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm not a small guy, and whenever I get the urge, you know what I mean, I'll send it. I don't care what it is, I'll take my 72-year-old car and whip it around in the pits. It's fun. You break it, you fix it. It's just the fun of it.
Yeah.
Nice. Minibikin Ain't Eazy.
No.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Right. We should use that.
Right.
Trademark it. I already got the website.
Yeah.
minibikinainteasy.com. Don't quite look at it just yet. It's not fully updated, but those who are listening to this in the future, definitely check it out now.
Yeah. If it's 2000 and then you can just like
Go ahead and click.
go check it out.
over
Go check it out.
It's ready now.
I will get it updated next couple weeks.
Well, yeah.
Everybody on here is telling us how many bikes they got, because we were talking about how many bikes. Nubs with Guns says it's only been 7 to 9 months. He's already got 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Ricky, we all know Ricky.
Minibike Ricky.
Yeah,
What's
Minibike
up,
Ricky
bud?
said he has 10 and it's been barely a year.
Let's talk to Minibike Ricky.
Yeah.
I like that logo, not of the side with the mullet, not the back side. I don't know if I would do much with the Interstate logo on top of that logo.
Right.
But I like the side view mullet. I think that's you.
'Cause he's
Ricky.
moving.
It is.
He's
yeah.
moving.
And that's what I told
exactly.
him. I was like, Ricky, you need to switch it to
Yeah.
the one that's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Ricky.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you out. All right, keep going. I'm sorry.
Side
And
mullet Ricky.
then Steve the Canadian, what up, said, just got his leading link front suspension, about to cut it in half and modify it to fit a Honda 3-wheeler.
Okay,
Oh,
send
right.
photos. I do
Right,
want to
definitely
see
want to
this.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do. We're
Post it on our page too, buddy. I want to see that for sure.
We do have a couple complaints. Was expecting that. But hit us up with your order numbers. We'll help you out.
Sales at gopowersports.com or
Yeah.
866-846-5278. We have actual human beings who pick up phone calls, but as you know, once you start talking about motors, these conversations go 5, 10, 15 minutes long. So if you don't get through, please leave us a message, because our man Jesus, he is constantly calling people back, making sure everyone's taken care of. Or sales@gopowersports.com. We're working on emails throughout the night. It's just been nuts with spring break going on. So
Yeah, plus
thank
we're
you.
down a person, but yeah, we're making it happen.
Oh yeah, we're down Flacco. Flacco, we miss you.
Day
But
Day?
yeah.
Day.
Day.
Day, I'm so sorry.
Flacco's down there.
Edit.
He's gonna watch this. Edit it.
Rewind.
Day, I'm so
Or
sorry.
rewind.
And Flacco, I'm so sorry too. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Flacco's down there
I wish I
working
could
really
go
hard.
back.
We're
Yes.
Yeah, he was
it's
helping
okay.
out
We're
more.
gonna sign you up for some sensitivity training.
I
think.
know.
Sorry,
I'm so
buddy.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
We put him to work the moment we got in. I walked in. I just handed him a list. He was like, "Oh Lord." He's like, "Come over here and sit down."
So hey, there is a rumor that Go Power Sports may not be open on Saturdays. What are your thoughts and feelings about that?
Oh, is that a thing now?
We're just talking about it.
My feelings are a little sad. But I can always come on a weekday, so but yeah, everybody's got families, man. As much as we love it and much as we want to think the world revolves around each one of us, and some of you guys, you know what I'm talking about. All right, just because you ordered your part yesterday doesn't mean it's going to be there Friday. That's just not how it works, especially when you're dealing with volume, like mass volume and stuff.
Everybody's because Amazon has Amazon Now, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it like in 5 minutes."
Right. Well, you know what? Amazon has some mini bike parts available, and if that's the route you want to go, then whatever. But if you want somebody who knows what they're doing, because you're going to order something on Amazon, it's not going to fit, and be like, oh, why didn't the Amazon representative tell me that? Well, because they didn't have Flacco.
I mean,
or
also,
Jose.
if you're
You know what I
interested in
mean?
checking it out, you can read about the unsustainability of Amazon's practices. There's a lot of good articles about that, and also about how they're going to probably have to start changing their model. They're already trying to incentivize people to not use the Prime delivery because it costs them too much money to deliver things in that speed, and it also incentivizes people to buy things quick, get it, and then return it, which then costs everyone money as well. Not
Right.
counting the emissions and all the other stuff. So
All about margins. Look at what happened to the Michael Scott Paper Company.
you're right. They just Well, they got bought out.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, all of our Amazon Prime trucks are Rivians.
Now, yes, that is true.
I'm not saying that helps them with these returns or anything.
Yeah.
but-
No, not when that battery runs out.
Exactly. Boom.
Right?
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Right?
I think
wish
it's,
you had a mini bike.
yeah,
There
that's
you
what
go.
we need. Yeah, instead of drones, instead of going the route of like delivery drones, can we do delivery mini bikes, like a mini bike delivery
Right.
service? Like almost like what was that movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt where he's a bike messenger?
He's a bike carrier
Yeah.
in Canada.
No, he's in.
No, it was in New York.
It was in New York?
City.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they probably filmed it in Canada, but it's supposed to take place in New York City.
Man, I did see it. I don't remember liking
All
it
I can
that
think is
much.
Blue Streak, and I know Blue Streak is the one with Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
So
Did he do that in that movie?
no, it has nothing to
Premium
do with it.
Rush.
Premium Rush. Thank you, Bernie.
Right on.
So
I mean, it's nuts because those guys are riding fixies
oh
in and out of traffic.
yeah. Oh, then
No, driving a fixie is crazy.
they're
got
tried it
such
one
cool
time.
guys.
They
Such
are
a
super cool. I don't think I could keep up.
Yeah.
We got one of our guys that rides with us, Taylor. He's a regional manager of Domino's, and he is just desperately wanting to go deliver pizzas on his mini bike. He's like, I can make this happen.
Yes, he should definitely make it
Their
happen.
insurance won't allow him to.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna figure it out one day.
Can you what if we got him like a box to put over it that looks like a delivery truck?
Or a VW.
Or get
Right,
Harley has one. So let's
yeah,
do
can we
it.
just get a body kit for him to like
Right.
say yeah.
it's like little like suspenders, and it's like hangs around it while he rides.
Ooh, if someone does that for Pool Star Picnic, that may win the wild.
I think Wild Style
category.
might win. Yeah. I
But
know.
you got to stand next to your on
To
your
be
bike
fair,
the
now
whole
I know
time.
exactly what I'm doing for my bike.
I have a
But-
chance.
We have an idea for Wild Style, so
Ooh, good. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely something straight out of Oklahoma. That's for sure.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a thunder themed.
No, it's
No, okay.
LeBron
No.
James.
Oh, you're talking about no. Oh, the bat. Yeah, no.
Okay, no basketball.
No, we're into racing. We don't do that.
Okay.
That's one, sorry.
Well, before we cut it, are there any more questions or comments we need to address, Bernie?
Let me see.
We need to address everybody not subscribing to Minibike Coalition on YouTube.
Boom.
So what? So what?
Go
What are
there.
your socials?
Minibike Coalition on YouTube. You can just look up straight Minibike Coalition. We have our Instagram. Ooh, let me pull that up. Ooh, that's Messenger. Oops.
We have somebody looking for number plates for the Megamotos.
Man, we don't have those. We need to get them on order because they sit our transfer stickers perfectly. But we have to wait for another shipment of just Mega Moto stuff to come in. So I do not have an ETA on front number plates. Thank you for asking because I want them to.
Yeah.
Me three.
Soon, near future. Near
Steve, the
future.
Canadian, said, he got his packages pretty quick, but customs charged him $100.
So, Steve, what I am in the midst of is getting with a platform called Zonos. Zonos will then help us let everyone know what the duties and taxes will be whenever it's going into Canada or any other country outside of the United States. Give me a couple weeks to fix that on our website, but I do hear you. It is being addressed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Let me see here. What else do we got? What is the address for the swap meet in Texas? That's Texas Motor
Texas
Speedway.
Motor Speedway. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Lone Star Circle, like 2242. I don't know where my phone is. Oh,
Closest city. What is that? That's not
I don't know if that's Alliance.
Alliance, Texas.
Let's see.
Address for Texas Motor Speedway. I got y'all. I don't have y'all. 3545 Lone Star Circle, Fort Worth, Texas, 76177, or just Texas Motor Speedway. It's right off of 35.
Or
you can't miss
come
it.
to the shop, and there's gonna be a bunch of us
You can come hang out.
beforehand.
Yeah, we will
Right.
caravan you out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Texas Motor Speedway, Thursday through
You
Saturday.
were surprisingly close on that. That was
I
really
was.
good.
I did just type it in somewhere. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
You've been going it for how long have you been going to the paid swap meet?
7-8 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know the address.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Doesn't
yonder.
know how to get there. Yeah, on yonder. Yeah.
Over
down
there
the
yonder.
street.
Okay. Well, does that wrap us up, boys?
Let me double check. Make sure I didn't miss anything like last time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Robert Made's gonna be bringing a trike to Texas.
A bunch of trikes plan on coming to the show.
Yeah,
Just-
so let's let people know trikes are allowed.
Trikes can come in. Right now, there's not a trike trophy because we already made up these awards before we said trikes can come. So bring your trike. We want to see it. I won't have an award for you.
But we
Yes.
want to see. We want.
Or someone could.
That's one of my specialties. If you guys have ever seen, I actually make specialty trophies and custom trophies.
And you
stuff
gave
like
out
that.
one last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna whip up a track trophy.
Okay, because it is definitely needed.
Bring
Yep.
your trikes out.
Bring the tracks out.
Bring 'em out.
Yep.
Okay, because I don't want to mingle trikes in with the vintage drag and all that. I think my heart is just if it's a trike, you go against other trikes. I don't know if that's right. We'll figure it out though.
Yeah.
Anthony Obezo, Arizona, is coming to Texas for the picnic. What up?
What's up?
Better bring something to race, man.
Yeah,
Or
the day
something
after,
to
because
cruise
remember,
on.
it's a double feature.
Yeah.
The Texas two-step, everybody.
Texas Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I guess I could show y'all rough designs on this stuff.
Let's do it.
I mean, what else are we doing? Right.
See, and this is where, if we're more prepared next time, you can send me the file.
I'm gonna put it in front of the camera. That's our back logo for the
Ooh.
Pull Start Picnic.
Oh yeah, I'll take 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. That's good stuff.
is fire.
Like quite literally, there's fire.
Let me show the cameras.
Yeah, man, that is awesome.
Go
This
to that one.
Oh,
No,
over.
the second
There
one
you go.
right there.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. We plan on this being the back shirt. Hopefully, I go the right way. Hopefully, y'all don't.
Oh
see
boy, I hope.
something. Boom.
Oh phew.
Here's a
Oh, that's
naked
gonna be
photo of
awesome.
Jack Ramsey. All right. But yeah, that should be part of our Full Start Picnic T-shirts. There might be another one too. We have another rough one. Let me just show you one more.
I bought so many of those shirts. I got like 4 of those Polestar picnics.
Somebody asked, Steve the Canadian asked, what if the trike identifies as a mini bike?
Well, yeah.
Then Boss wanted us to do like a Texas two-step kind of thing, so we were playing around with an armadillo, Texas two-step. Put your votes down below. My vote is for, I don't know, just the Polestar Picnic one. But
Yeah, I think I like the Polestar Picnic one better, but that's also, I like that for a poster. That's a nice poster one.
Right?
it's
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
Yeah, I anthropomorphic animals are pretty funny, you know.
Oh, I like it.
Steve the
But
Canadian
the other
says,
one definitely takes it.
I love the Nintendo style sticker that you guys sent. Yeah, everybody loves
Yeah.
the,
Oh,
The
Nintendo
8-bit.
Rascal.
The
yeah.
8-bit. Yeah, that came from the mind of Ollie. He's like, hey, remember that Excite Bike game on Nintendo? We should do that with our Rascal. And we laughed about it, and then we started rough drawing it up, and then our artist took it to the next level. So, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, man. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah. Hey, anyways, it's Merch Madness. If you guys want to get some
that's right,
T-shirts for like
yeah.
$9.95, jump on. You can go to the bestsellers and you'll see Merch Madness or blowout deals, or just go to our merch page on gopowersports.com. Hats, beanies, gloves, like a ton of stuff is $9.95.
We're cleaning out the closet because
Ooh,
it's time
I
to
definitely
bring in
need
the
some
new.
of those.
Bring
We're
in
bringing
the
in
new.
some awesome new designs.
Yeah.
We just want to get this stuff out to you guys so that we can get some new awesome designs out soon.
Yeah, the more people wearing the stuff, the better. So
Yeah.
$9.95. Let's blow this out. If you guys come out to Pate, I'm sure I'll just be throwing some out into the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. It's a good idea to come out. You'll get some free shirts.
Yeah, but all right. Looks like are we gravy, baby?
I think that's it. So
So Jack, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Senor.
Right on, brother.
You are the
Thank you,
best.
brother.
You are a
Thank you.
mensch.
yeah. Huh?
I said you are a mensch.
A mensch? Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
say
a good guy. So thank you. Hopefully you have safe travels back,
Yes.
and we will see you at Pate, right?
Great. Yep.
Pate, pull start, GPS 660, GPS
180.
180.
And
We'll see
probably
you all-
sometime in between there too.
Right? I was going to say, you send Bernie out to the April
Yeah, I was gonna say the April 5th through 7th.
trail meet.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be
because
awesome.
that's the week before Mini Mayhem Cars and Cameras. So it's Mini Mayhem.
Or Mini
Mini
Madness,
Madness
Mini
and
Mayhem,
Mini Mayhem, yeah.
and then Polestar
Look,
Picnic.
I'll just hide in his bag to Mini Mayhem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Easy.
too easy.
Yeah, I was just talking to John over the weekend. I'm trying to go to Mini Mayhem.
Brum, brum, brum.
That's a fun one. I
Oh.
definitely want to check that out.
There it is.
Sorry.
All right. So thank you, everyone in the live universe. Thank you to everyone who's listening to this after the live universe. Dead?
No, let's
Just afterlife?
Yeah, canned.
Afterlife. Okay.
Can.
Everyone in the afterlife listening to this right now, thank you so much as well. And I'm thinking that Spotify, Apple.
Yeah.
We are still doing that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a Zane promise.
That's a. That's like putting it up here. Yeah, let's do it.
Nod your head and wave, boys. Nod your head and wave.
Thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Make sure to follow Jack Ramsey, aka Minibike Coalition, aka the Minibike Coalition, on Facebook, Insta, YouTube's, maybe TikTok,
Yep, TikTok.
Sometimes TikTok.
sometimes
Sometimes
TikTok.
TikTok.
Send your photos too.
Oh,
Send
yeah,
photos
send your
of your
photos.
builds. Your bike builds. Send us photos of your bike builds.
Yes.
We need to be very clear
Thank
about
you
this.
for clarifying.
Your build. I'm stocky.
Okay, so you guys have been great. Love you guys. And Minibikin Ain't Easy out.
That's not our sign off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right on. There it is.